Okay, you guys, we're here at Lowe's warehouse, and I'm doing an interview right now with one of the workers and get his thought and what he think about the coronavirus, the spread of it in the U.S. and the panic that the people are going through.
Right.
Go ahead, Nate. Give me your take on the coronavirus.
Okay. So I don't want to be cocky, but I feel like I've gotten a lot of people's different views and opinions, and I feel like I got a pretty good idea. Like, I've listened to both sides. So the first thing is that there's been multiple pandemics the whole time. Thank you, sir. There's been multiple pandemics over like the past 20 years. There's been the swine flu, H1N1, which might be the same thing. You've had SARS, Ebola, a bunch of different stuff. And people seem to forget that. So, and all of those were labeled as pandemics by the World Health Organization. And so a lot of people seem to forget that, and everyone's panicking, and they're buying a bunch of stuff, and it's like, you know, they forget that we've done this before. There are protocols in place to handle all of this. Now, on the opposite side of that, an argument I've heard a lot of people who don't feel like this is a big deal is they say, well, the flu, just like the common flu, has killed millions of people, you know, over the past years. And that's true, but like the kill rate of like the common flu is like 0.004 something percent. It's very, very low. Whereas the coronavirus, the whatever, I can't remember its technical name, but the coronavirus, its kill rate is like 2 to 3%. It's much greater than the common flu. And so even with like a kill rate of like 5%, you're looking at casualties about 17 million in the United States. Now, it's true if you're young, if you're like under 60, you don't have any like underlying health conditions, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But that's just totally ignoring all the elderly people who will all die from this, ignoring all the poor, kids and everyone who are immunocompromised. My friend's sister, I love her to death. She's 16, and she has immune system problems. She's immunocompromised. If she got sick with this and got sick really, really bad, she would die from this. And so to say, I'm healthy, I'm 30, I'm fine, that's just ignoring all those people that are going to die because of it. So I feel like people don't realize that. So I think you need to take in both positions. This isn't the worst thing. This is not going to be the end of civilization. Yes, people are panicking, but you also need to realize that we've done this before. We're going to be okay. But that doesn't mean if you're sick, you go out and party and be like, it's fine, I'll be healed, because you're going to spread that. People should listen to the government, listen to the CDC. If you're sick, shut yourself in your house for 2 weeks. Don't go all crazy. Don't go buy all the toilet paper. I mean, if you're worried about this, go buy water and food, because this one does not give you like diarrhea or anything like that. All right, this is it's fever, cough, shortness of breath. Stock up on pain medication, cold medication, lots of fluids, and like if you're super concerned, then stock up on like canned food to help you. This with the toilet paper, that's ridiculous.
Okay. So are you really concerned about the well-being of your family on getting the coronavirus, that it might be fatal if anybody in your family contracted this disease?
Well, Marlon, you know that my sister Rebecca, she had thyroid cancer, so she had her thyroid taken out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she is not as immunocompromised as my friend that I've mentioned, but she would definitely be someone to be concerned about if she did get sick. I think she'd be fine, but like if one of us is sick, then we should probably definitely like keep our distance from her. But overall, no, I'm not too concerned about my family.
Okay, so what do you have to say to the American people who are going through this? For all those people who already have it, and the panic that the people are going through, going out and buying up all different types of food supply and toilet paper and disinfectant and all of that.
Well, I think, I want to be cautious, right? Because, again, I don't believe this is the end of civilization, and like I'm like 99% sure this is not the end. But there's that 1%, that maybe this is bigger than what we think it is, and maybe your actions are justified. But again, I don't think so, and none of the experts think so. And so, I mean, all the toilet paper you're buying, I think that's going to be useless. I am 90% sure, 99% sure that this is all going to blow over, and then you're going to be looking like an idiot when this is done. You're going to have thousands of rolls of toilet paper. I mean, fine, you don't have to buy toilet paper for the next year, but I mean, this is not the end. You need to relax, be calm, don't buy up everything, leave some for the other people. In China, where this virus is a huge problem, it's actually decreasing, believe it or not. I've heard reports that the toilet manufacturing there has temporarily shut down because they're quarantining people. That's over there. You need to be calm. You need to just buy what you need and make sure there's enough for everybody else. All right, this is a time for us to come together and to help each other. If you're going to be selfish and keeping everything to yourself, well then yeah, you're just gonna worsen the situation.
So do you think that the people are overreacting and getting all the supplies they're getting, especially the amount of food that the stores are empty, that you can't go in there and get a lot of stuff on the shelf because everybody went in and got all of it?
Exactly. No, we've gone through multiple pandemics and we've all been fine. I think, and I'm kind of gonna blame like science fiction and like the media, the media and like Hollywood and everyone. They really like to kind of give us this feeling of like helplessness, like there's nothing we can do, the world is gonna end. Like you've seen like World War Z, like Zombieland, with The Rain on Netflix. Like there's so many shows where it's like, some virus, some sickness is gonna come, it's gonna wipe us all out. And of course that is a possibility, but we've prepared for this. We know what to do. There's things in place to prevent all this, and you're overreacting. This is not going to be a big deal. You need to relax, just be calm, do what the government says. No one should be panicking at this point.
Because what word of comfort would you have for the American people who could be watching this video right now, to let them know that everything is going to be fine, we're going to get past this?
Yeah, we need to come together as a community. If you have a bunch of toilet paper for example, if you have a lot of toilet paper and your neighbor needs some, share with them. If we all come together and help each other, this will blow over carefully. Now, obviously, we have the whole social distancing, and by helping each other, I don't mean like kissing everybody or whatever, but help. But do what the government says, and help those that you see in need. Don't try to turn this into some selfish, I'm gonna survive, or turn it into some capitalist, which is not. It's not wrong to be a capitalist. I'm a capitalist, but don't prey on people's panic to make money. I think there was someone. There was actually a kid in a school who was. I think he was suspended or something because he was like charging kids for just like a squirt of hand sanitizer, and like that's like being really really smart, but I mean that doesn't help anybody. You know what I mean? That just keeps the panic. So come together. Try to help your neighbor and just be calm. Do what the government says and be calm. This will all blow over.
So you think that the government have taken the right measures so far to kind of contain this virus? Not let it spread more than it should?
To a degree. There's been some local decisions I've heard of that have been a little bit curious, but again, I think we sometimes raise ourselves higher. The people in like the CDC, the World Health Organization, the Department of Health, all over, I think sometimes we think we're better than them. I mean, they're experts. They've gone to school for this. They know what they're doing. There's contingency plans for everything. The government has a contingency plan for everything. The government even drew up a contingency plan for an actual zombie apocalypse. It has phases. It's not meant to be taken seriously, but they actually drew it up. These are the experts. They know how to contain this. I definitely think they've had some mistakes, but overall, it's a virus. We've seen it before. I would definitely trust the government on this. They know way more about this than we ever will. And who's going to come up with the vaccine? Probably the government.
Okay, Nate, thank you for your interview, sir. I really appreciate your time. There you got it, guys. That was Nate telling you his thought on the coronavirus. Take precaution, guys, and be safe. Peace out.